I've spoken about Agenda 21, 2030, done all sorts of talks in the town hall for many, many years, and had no problem. They've always been very peaceful talks with no tension, no incident. And I've often done them with Clive de Carle, who's an alternative medicine practitioner, and with Richard Vobes, and with Andrew Bridgen and myself. And we've always just rocked along and done these talks. And I've spoken at the Glastonbury Symposium in the town hall twice, and other events, huge events, for many years. And then suddenly we'd booked an event for the 2nd of May. And Roseanne, who was the event organiser, had gone to the town hall and she'd booked it, and they'd said, yes, that's fine. She'd sent them the flyer, they'd okayed it. And then she went to pay for it, and suddenly they wouldn't accept the money. And she said, well, what do you mean? And they said, we've decided to not accept your booking. And she said, but you've already accepted it. And they said, no, we haven't. And they had. And so she had to come back to me, and she said, they've refused to let you speak. And she said, they've got an issue with yourself and Clive. And I thought, that's crazy. They didn't seem to have an issue with Richard. And then she asked for an explanation, and sure enough, they came back with a really flimsy explanation. All they said about me was I was going to be talking about corporate land grab, which is the talk I spoke about today, all verified, all factual, about the corporate land grab of the UK. But I was also going to feed in the fact that the World Heritage people have made a bid for Glastonbury Town as a World Heritage status site. And that also comes with its problems. Corporatising the town, suddenly everybody's making Airbnb businesses, there's nowhere to live for the locals, all sorts of things like that. So I thought this is worth flagging up. And they said that I would be causing community tension, and they didn't like the fact that I was speaking against their scoping exercise to bring the World Heritage Site into Glastonbury. That was the two reasons they said for me. And then they just did a hatchet job on Clive's alternative medicine. And then at the end of it, they said, they were talking about his supplements weren't verified, and that they've got a verified sort of, if you like, corporate status of NHS coming into one of their buildings next door, and that it would be a conflict. And they've been told that nobody can sell alternative remedies in the town hall premises because they've got this new business starting up, which is a wellness centre, NHS wellness centre, that they're bringing in under the we the taxpayers have paid for this because it's in the town deal that they got 23 million to spend in the town. And this particular wellness centre was part of that. And that is why they weren't going to let Clive speak or sell his supplements. So it's all very flimsy. We've sort of worked it out and looked at it, and I've spoken to lawyers, and they said, they haven't got a leg to stand on banning you, because they're not banning other people. They're not banning the Glastonbury Symposium. They're not banning the witches market with all the lotions and potions and magic wands. Do they work? Are they verified? I don't think so. So we've got all this dichotomy of reasons that they're saying we can't, and also it's against the Equalities Act, because they are discriminating against us. So we play them at their own game. It's also against the Human Rights Act, a freedom of expression, provided we're not causing loss, harm, damage, violence, and hurting anyone, which we're not. All our events have been lovely. So this is the way that it is in Glastonbury at the moment. And there was a very funny backlash because there was so much support for us. They are a Green Council, and they absolutely loathe the fact that I spoke at the town hall, that thing that went viral in March 2023. They think I'm some kind of upstart. They call me right-wing fascist, anti-Semitic, racist. I'm apparently a Trump supporter. I'm a Farage supporter. All of this goes along with the territory of speaking the truth, unfortunately, nowadays. And they label you as soon as... And because we got so much support, they held a meeting an outdoor meeting at the Market Cross yesterday, and it was Stop Fascism in Glastonbury, and that is aimed at us. Stop Fascism. And who, they've stopped freedom of speech. Isn't that a bit fascist? This is what we have to. The inversion is unbelievable. I work with UK Column, and I know that Mike and Brian are under constant pressure, worrying about whether something is suitable to.
But who decides what's suitable?
Ofcom.
Who
Unfortunately.
regulates Ofcom?
Yes, exactly. And who?
Ofcom have got too much power. That's
Exactly.
the problem.
Yeah.
They've been granted these extra powers.
Well, they all have. I mean, you look at the town council. What right do they have to stop people from speaking? Well, this is a government-funded building. This is not. They say that they own it, but it is actually funded by the public. So therefore, it's not necessarily owned. They have to take the public's point of view, and so long as the public aren't causing massive dissent, and all the events that we've had have been peaceful, happy, lovely events, they can't prove it, and so they're going to have a damn fight on their hands. We are in this at this time of deepest darkness, and really it's the people who watch these things and take action, and you're doing a brilliant job because you're putting it out there all the time. And I think we just never give up, never give in. We've just got to keep going. And yes, there's a massive, as I spoke today, there's a massive corporate grab going on for everything in this country. It's like a bargain basement Britain. The corporations are literally taking everything. And we have to find a way, and we've got all the wonderful people here today to put our heads together to counteract that. And we will win this. We will. We have to, for the sake of our children and the generations to come, because it's a nightmare. Yeah.